Hello friends, in this video let's clearly talk about how to create a basic sample report in Power BI report server desktop. In the previous videos we talked about how to do the installation, how to do the configuration and how to use normal Power BI desktop. So Power BI desktop report server is bit different. So those differences we talked about in the earlier videos. Please go through that if you have any question on the what is Power BI desktop report server. Here I am going to show you how to create a normal report in Power BI report server desktop. So what is the advantage, what is the maintenance advantage, we already talked about in the previous videos. Please go through that. So let me quickly open Power BI report server desktop and let me start a quick report on how to implement and all, how to deploy it and how to maintain it. Okay, so I hope you already know how to do the installation. So once the installation is completed, then you can start developing the Power BI report server reports. So let's quickly start on the process. Now let's click on start. So you can see that Power BI report server desktop here. Once post installation, you can see here Power BI desktop May 2020. I installed a May 2020 version. So if you see the video after a couple of months, you might get like a different version of Power BI desktop report server. So the version might vary because Microsoft nowadays giving on alternative months actually. Now it's a Power BI desktop. You can see the color code of it here. So background is black color and the hover like you have a yellow color. So this is a Power BI desktop report server. If you see the original Power BI desktop, you can see here. So yellow color, complete yellow color, on the top you have a black lines. But if you see here, black is the bottom background and yellow are the lines. Okay, this is what you can see the difference between normal Power BI desktop software as well as the Power BI desktop report server. So let's quickly click on it. So once you click on it, so if you are opening for the first time, it might take a little while to open it, but if you are already keep on opening that, it opens very quick. Let's click on it. So once you click on it, so you'll get a window like this. Okay, so it's a very common window, like you might have seen the same window you get when you open a Power BI desktop as well. So if you already have, if you want to go through any of it, you can click on it. Okay, so it was not asking for login or password here. If you see here, that is the difference here. Okay, so you can see what is new, what is Power BI log, what is Power BI forums and all. You can go and you can even watch these videos as well for a better exploration and all. Let's close this. I don't want to do that. Okay, so now this is a place where you develop a Power BI report server desktop reports. So it's a quite common, like it's a very similar to the even Power BI desktop view as well. The look and feel almost the same, or not almost, 100% is the same. The change is you will be developing the reports to host in the Power BI report manager, not on the Power BI service. Okay, so let's quickly connect to the some database and get some data and represent data in a traditional way or modern way. But here I know like the purpose of Power BI is the one which helps us to represent the data in a modern ways. So I'll use the modern controls here than going with a normal traditional controls. Let us see. So let's, as a part of it, like you need to provide your server name. So hope you already installed some RDBMS in your machine. So I have a SQL RDBMS in my machine. So I'm planning to provide that as an input to my Power BI report. So if you have Excel, you can do that. If you want to refer the data from web pages like our Wikipedia or Facebook, you can connect directly to the Facebook or Wikipedia. So that is also possible. So I already covered those in other videos. You can go through that collection if you want. So let's quickly go to the SQL RDBMS. So my RDBMS is also installed on the same server. So my server name is this. So it's up to you. Your server name is your computer name, or you give XYZ name, whatever the name you have. Let's give that name. Click on OK. So once you click on OK, so it asks for the credentials actually. So in the next step, it asks for the credentials. So obviously it's whenever I want to read, like it asks for the credentials, but initially I saved as a Windows authentication. That is the reason why. So it's showing the list of available databases in my server. So if you see here, I already have these many databases. Oh man, I have more. that's okay. So let's expand the database whichever you want. Let's expand the database. So out of which like I have a couple of databases. Let's select the table, whatever the table you want. So you can see some sample data in the right side, maybe 100 records or 200 records. You can see at this right side. Okay. So if you do not like this table, let's go for other table and see. You can see like whatever it is. Okay. So you can see here it is sales is in month wise. This is in employees are on the company wise. You can see. So let's select the employee table here. So you can see the data. So do you want to import this data into our Power BI? Yes, of course. For time being, I'll do that now. Okay. So in the later, I'll go for direct queries. But in this example, I'll try for import data. Okay. So let the data come here. So can I modify the data accordingly on my requirement? Okay. One point here is when I say modification, I am planning to modify while representing the data in the report, not in the database. I cannot update the data back in the database through Power BI. Okay, can I see the data? I said that I imported the data here. Can I see the data? Of course, yes, you have a couple of tabs here. So let's click on the second tab, data tab. You can see the data. So if you want to modify it, let us say you want to add a bonus column, you can add a bonus column, you can sort, you can do whatever you want. You can delete a couple of records which you do not want to display in the report. It's up to you. Okay, so now here you can see there are a couple of employee names, doesn't have a names here. Okay, so you can see here, and you can put some expression saying that if the employee name is empty, you do not want to display in the report or something like that. You can do it, of course. So that's all possible. So if you want to see any relations, like currently I have only one table. If let us assume I have a department table as well. Here I can see the department table link, how it is linked on which column the link is between this. I can do that, or I can establish a custom relations between. It's all possible. We already talked about in the previous videos. Let's not spend any time on it now. Now, so let's quickly take some modern control. So as I mentioned, like I'll take some modern control. Modern is nothing but not too much modern. Let's take this chart. So you can see this chart, like I want to represent my data in this pie chart or something like that. Okay, so let me make it a bit bigger so that I can see the data in a more. Okay, so now I want to put here. You can see when I select this, I can see the legend, details, values, and tooltips. I have a couple of options. So I want to put legend on the department company wise. Let's drag and drop the company here. So very quite easier. If you know any of the reporting platform like SSRS or some Tableau, it's very easy for you to manage with Power BI. Okay, so I'm keeping legends here. Legends, if you see, I have 3 legends: Dell, Microsoft, and Oracle. So now let's keep the salary in the value section. So once you provide these 2 values, you can see the graph. Because to display any information on a modern graph, you need at least 2 details. One is a legend, and then is values. So do you want to again split that details into some different levels? Of course, you can do that. Okay, let us see first. Okay, so I can see the data like this. If you see this color is a major contribution of a salaries. What is this color indicates? Dell. So the other is least is Oracle here. See, it's a sample data. Let's not talk about in detail, like don't go in detail of the specific words here. Okay, so now you want to display in a bigger manner. You can use a focus mode. Let's click on focus mode here. You can see it. Okay, so this is how we'll see it. Okay, so let's back to the report. Okay, so you want to add department wise, how much Dell is paying or something like that. Let's take this department and keep under the detail section. So once you went to detail section, now you can see here. So here again the same Dell company is split in 3 boxes. One is of one department, other one is of one other, like this we have it. Let's click on focus mode. So now let's click here. You can see like it is highlighting like whatever like this here. Okay, so you want to display tooltip, you can do it. So let's come here. So let's display a tooltip also here as a here. Okay, so now let's go to focus mode. So once you hover it, you can see it like so Dell admin, and that is first department or something like that. So this is also Dell tech, something like that. This is like this. Whenever you hover it, like it's whenever you click on it, it's highlighting like and delighting the other sections of this. So this is how we develop it, and this is how we observe the output in a various ways. So not only this control, like I can minimize this, or I can remove these legends. I have properties, I can remove these legends. Since I have a tooltip, whenever I hover it, I can see the data as well. So I can remove it and I can minimize it. I can put something like this. So this section I can use some table here. Okay, so it's up to me like how I'll represent the data. Okay, so let me make it maximize this. So here I can use it like what are all the columns I need it. Company. Okay, let me keep it as a department. Salary. like this. Okay, so because since it is selected here, let me click here. So this is selected here, both are linked. Let us say now here I select this, so only Oracle is coming like this. So based on the selection you want to display, this is already both are filters now, because by default automatically comes here. So if you do not select anything, it will come like this. Okay, so all Dell, Microsoft and all department as something like that I'll be getting here. If you see here, this is how. So if you want to add employee name, sorry, not, let me select this first. Select this first. Now let's come here, employee name or something at the end. Okay, so now you can see all the data. So because since all, now it select only, select this one, it automatically filter applies. So this is how Power BI works, but SSRS won't work like this. If you select one portion of the section in the report, you may not be able to refresh the other part of the report. So but that's where like a modern and rich platforms, reporting platforms come into the picture. So like it's still that is SSR is a traditional platform. This Power BI is a modern reporting platform. So that's how you develop a basic reports in Power BI report server. Okay, so in the next videos we'll talk about how to do the deployments and how to manage the security, how to handle it, how to how to manage, how to troubleshoot the errors. So that's all about it. So please like and subscribe for more technical videos. Thank you for watching.